How's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy Uzumaki Adult, and today we're with Cosmic.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
And basically, we're talking about the mangas. We're talking about the manga 671, and it's been such a great manga. I mean, 670 was also a great manga. It's been a while since we had an awesome manga like this. How do you feel about the mangas?
I really enjoyed the manga this week. First off, the entry page is beautiful.
Definitely.
I like how the sage kind of looks like a demon, even though he's honestly the epitome of a good guy in the Naruto world. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like the first page that you have Naruto and Sasuke, and you have the Sage of Six Path there. That artwork is beautiful.
All except the fact that Sasuke looks like a Twilight reject. Other than that, honestly, I have nothing bad to say about it at all.
Oh man. So basically, we start off knowing that Naruto is basically the reincarnation of Ashura. He has the reincarnation of Ashura's chakra. How do you feel about that, man?
As far as him having the reincarnation of Ashura's chakra, I'm going to save my final comment for our final thoughts. But I do like the fact that he's not the Sage's reincarnation, only because it's kind of storybook. That took a nice little step away from most mangas and anime and what they do now. Mm-hmm. That the main character is always the strongest person. No, not even a little bit.
Well, I think like with a lot of my friends, we all kind of thought that Naruto was the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Path. You know?
That's what I'm saying. I'm happy that he's not the reincarnation of the Sage, because Naruto had to live a hard life to get where he's at.
Yes.
And what?
Now, I mean, was it a surprise? Like, to me personally, it wasn't a surprise to find out that Sasuke was the brother reincarnation.
It wasn't at all. I would have liked it more if it was somebody else, namely Madara, because I'm just, go ahead, continue.
I mean, I'm glad that Sasuke is. I was actually happy. I knew it had to be Sasuke, because Sasuke is like the second main character. He is the antagonist of Naruto. Since the beginning, when Naruto and Sasuke first went at it, till the time when Naruto and Sasuke kind of just threw blows at each other. Everyone's just been wanting to see Sasuke get back to that level.
I can say that because Sasuke did have a power advantage over Naruto for the longest, and most of the original Naruto and Shippuden, it seemed like Naruto would do some hardcore training and Sasuke would benefit from it. I think it just got to a point now, like before, like right around the time the war started, where Naruto was starting to blossom a little bit ahead of Sasuke.
Yeah, I would agree to a certain extent. I do believe, like in the first half of Naruto and most of Naruto Shippuden, Sasuke has always been really, really just powerful. And it's because, one thing, he's a Uchiha, and he's just skilled. It's kind of like the story that the Sage of Six Paths talked about, how one son was just gifted, he had everything, and the other son had to work hard for everything he earned. So, yes, I am happy that Sasuke has this power. Now in 671, I know they had a flashback. They showed Naruto, and Sakura's like, "Well, can you defeat Sasuke now?" He's like, "I can't defeat Sasuke how he is." And a lot of people was a little like, "Why did Naruto say that?" You know, a lot of people was a little confused on that. And now I'm coming to the realization that Naruto was most likely seeing that Sasuke was the reincarnation of
the Sage of Six Paths
of the son. Yeah.
Now, granted, a lot of people see that now. I still say it's because Naruto still had a boy crush on Sasuke. Okay, nobody tell me different.
Now, pretty much the Sage of Six Paths is basically talking about the reincarnation. Talks about Hirashima the First and Madara as his sons was reincarnated into him. Now, one question that a lot of people had was, how did Madara survive that night when the First and him fought? And basically, we get a storyline of he took a little bit of DNA from the First, and because of that, he got
buff out the ass.
Yeah, he got a buff. You're right. He got some of the soul of Ashura, and I think that was really, really good, because now his power came similar to the Sage of Six Paths. Even the Sage said it was like similar to his power himself.
Now, granted, every power comes with a price. And his price was his mind. Whenever you mix the chakras together, you become a little crazy. And that's what's happening to Madara. That's what happened to Madara.
Well, I think that's what's happening to him. I think that's more is going to be his weakness. I think he still has his mind. I think he's really, really intelligent. Don't get me wrong. I just think that that's something later on that's gonna happen to him. I think that's what's really gonna hurt him in the future.
Now I can say, since we're just gonna kind of go off on a little tangent real quick, the main difference between Obito and Madara. Madara doing all this stuff because he just wants power and he wants kind of to see the world burn.
Yeah.
When it comes to Obito, it was all over a woman.
I have to agree with you on that. Like Obito, Toby, Obito, however you want to pronounce his name, I just felt that he was not a good last boss, just hands down. And the main reason I say that is he did it similarly over for a female, where Madara does not give. He gives 0 fucks, and that's one thing I like about Madara.
Now, the only thing I can say I don't really care for about Madara in relation to Obito, because Obito still has some order to him in his own right, because he still wanted to be Hokage. He wanted to kind of rule the world his way. And the fact that when he fought somebody, it didn't like he was getting his rocks off like Madara does. Like, he gets honestly, he looks like he's ready to jack himself off with his own blood. That's just me. But let's go ahead and go back to the manga.
So, basically, the Seiya Six Path, he's talking about his mother, Kagura. And this chick is just hardcore, hands down. First thing first, I gotta say, she's attractive. What about you? What you think?
Dude, if I could just be behind her and then grab them horns, hey, call me the Seven Sage.
Now, she is just beyond powerful. One thing we know, she ate from the fruit of the tree. And one thing the Seiya Six Path said himself, no one is as powerful as his mother. And he just talks about how she just was drunk with power and took over the world.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just say this. This is one of the most honest things anybody's ever said off of Naruto. The Seiya Six Path's mom, Kagura, was so powerful. She was so powerful. She had the Sharingan, and then made a completely other clan with the most bullshit I ever conceived in the history of Naruto, just for fun.
Well, I don't know about that. That's just something. Now we know she had what's the other eye? If it's not the Sharingan or the Rinnegan, what is the?
It's the watered down ninja
eye. I believe that eye is called
the Bakugan.
The Bakugan. Now, I don't think she created the clan. I just feel like somewhere down that bloodline, because don't forget the Seiya Six Path had a brother. We don't know what happened to the brother, but we do know that there was one. So somewhere down the line, that power or that ability came out, and I'm kind of glad they actually tied the once more the Bakugan into the story, because now the Bakugan just got a hell of a buff. You know, it's like, hey, the Hinata, you just got a hell of a buff.
I gotta say this. I'm sorry, I don't think the eyes made that powerful. I just think, any chick from that clan just thick than a motherfucker. Because honestly, if I was ever got in the Naruto world, I'm be on Hinata like white on rice on the paper plate on the snowstorm.
Now, one thing that stands out about the Seiya Six Path mother is that she actually has the internal Tsukiyomi eye, and that personally is incredible. And if you do not know what that is, basically that's the eye that you see in a 10-tailed beast.
Granted, she does have that eye, but in the same breath, she was around the time and she caused the 10-tailed to come out alive anyway. So it kind of makes sense that she has the eye, because she was the Eve in the story.
Yeah, true. Now, basically what we know about this is when they use this ability, if I'm understanding right, the tree itself wraps everyone up, and they go into a sleep realm as the tree sucks the chakra from them.
Yes.
And it's kind of funny because when we talk about the 10-tail, okay, we understand that originally it was the tree. It turned into the 10-tail to receive this chakra. It wanted this chakra back from humans. And by using this eye to make this fantasy world or this illusion, basically, it seems like the tree is gaining its power back because you're hooked to the same tree that's looking to drain its power back.
Yeah.
And after I saw that in the manga, I was like really interested. Like, how is the tree actually winning in this situation?
Because honestly, the fact that it's been kind of tamed 2 to 3 times already by Obito, Madara. I think Naruto's gonna get his chance with the tree now and next. It's just I think it might be working behind the scenes itself. That's just my opinion.
So later on in the chapter, they talk about, the tail beasts come in. They ask, is this the prodigy boy or whatever? And they say the prodigy child is supposed to have blue eyes. Naruto doesn't have blue eyes. What color is Naruto's eyes? Is it blue?
Yeah, that's blue.
Oh, it's blue? Oh,
blonde
okay.
hair, blue eyes. He's an Anglo-Saxon. Hitler would have loved him.
Now, my question is, okay, the Sage Path is asking Naruto questions. What do you really want to do? Naruto's like, he wants to protect his friends, and the Sage Path is looking at him. But also at the same time, he's looking at Sasuke, and he's having the same conversation with Sasuke. My question is, everything he said to Naruto, did he say the same stuff to Sasuke?
Honestly, I think he did.
I also feel like the same things he was saying to Naruto, he was saying to Sasuke.
Oh, no. I take that back to a certain degree.
Okay.
Because I still feel as though... Oh, shit. I just thought about something.
Go ahead.
Now, you said the only way that you can actually receive the chakra of the Rinnegan is to have both sets of chakra inside of you, correct?
To create the Rinnegan?
Yeah.
Well, by having the 2 sons, that's how I believe Madara was able to create it.
Think about this. He's already about to get a buff from the Yin Yang world, from the Sage of 6 Paths, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the other son's chakra, the one who created the Uchiha clan, correct?
Go ahead.
Didn't Hashirama give him some of his chakra before, too?
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Or, no. He didn't give him chakra. We don't know what he gave. We know he gave Sasuke something. And I think you're on to something, kind sir.
I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that actually
you know what? That might be where Sasuke will get the Rinnegan, is because the first did give him something earlier in the game, and now he's about to receive Ashura's brother. Oh, well, he already received it, but he's about to get power.
Ashura's and the brother's chakra. Now, I was about to say that the Sage could have been like, damn, you went down like a bitch fighting Madara, but yeah, I like that idea better.
So, basically, at the end of the manga, we have Naruto and Sasuke reaching out to grab a piece of the staff. And I don't know if a lot of people notice, but one half of the staff is symboled as the sun, and the other half of the staff is symboled as the moon.
Because they're 2 polar opposite when it comes to the suns.
And you look at the last page, it has this big hand up, and it has the sun on one and the moon on the other. And I think that is just awesome, man. I really can't wait to see their new powers and their new costumes.
Honestly, when I see this, I actually had a complete different thoughts. When I seen that, I kind of thought it was a perversion of the Bible in a certain way. The reason why I say that is because Naruto can kind of be seen as Jesus.
Go ahead.
And Sasuke can somewhat be seen as Lucifer, or the first angel, if you will.
Okay.
Because, and just hear me out, I know this is kind of stretch. This is stretch, people. Just hear me out, okay? Now, if you're born as an angel and created as an angel, that's like a buff out of this world. That's natural talent. That's natural power.
Okay.
Jesus was actually born. He could do miracles and slight things, but he had to get people from everywhere to convert. So it's kind of like one son born talented, and one son had to become powerful in his own right. I just thought that when I seen this page.
That's interesting. Now, I was actually surprised we actually get an extra page on this for this week. And it shows, the last page shows Madara and Guy Sensei. Now, me and my buddy here, we have 2 different, we both feel passionate about these characters. So, when you see this last page, what you think about this last page? What do you feel about this last page?
I'm not gonna lie, my heart hurts a little bit because Rock Lee, Guy Sensei, they really don't have chakra like Kakashi or Obito, Naruto, or anything like that. It's just hands and feet, and they put in work. Honestly, Rock Lee has done more than all the K's when they fought him in Edo technique with a kick. That's one. And Guy Sensei has put in more damage in the entire war the entire war, outside of the time when all the beasts circled up on Naruto. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when the beast circled up on Madara, that was something.
I totally did say somebody else's name.
But I mean, looking at this picture, this last frame of, a beat up Madara and a beat up Guy Sensei, it's like, wow, what did we truly miss? Like, I know this battle had to be brutal. We look at Madara, his headpiece is broken, he got blood dripping out his mouth.
His sage robe is torn.
And we look at Guy Sensei, he got blood coming out his mouth. He can barely stand.
His jacket's off.
And now he's about to use another technique. Now, before I actually reading the text, I would actually look at this and say, wow, Madara is taking a pounding.
The way I see it, again, Taijutsu is, honestly, I wish that was a clan, because they got I wish they actually had one clan dedicated to Taijutsu, because I feel like they can actually do a lot in a lot of situations, because somebody that has no chakra is going toe-to-toe with Madara. And granted, he's getting off to it because Madara was kind of a sick fuck, but still.
Well, I mean, personally, I do feel like Guy Sensei is gonna die unless someone can save him.
Ain't no way in hell he ain't about to die.
Cause I mean, yeah, Madara is not complete. Yeah, he only has one eye. But one thing, when I see Madara, he's just so godlike. Now, when I get to the next part and I read the comments, and Madara's like, "Do you still have more? Can you keep going?" It's like, wow, this dude is a beast. He's taking these blows, he's taking this damage, and he's loving it. And personally, me, that's scary. That is just terrifying.
I kind of see something different. Because it said, even the elephant isn't enough. Ha ha ha, that's good. That could mean either A, it's going back to what you said before when he said, I'm going to take 4 or 5 of these and then I'm fucked. He could be going back to that, like, yeah, I'm glad he ain't got nothing else, because them things starting to hurt. Or it could mean that, again, like you said, that, yeah, it was nice fighting you like that, but,
well, I mean, it just depends what translation you got, because the translation I'm at right now is, he's laughing, he's having fun, and he's asking, hey, can you dance some more? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just, this guy is just crucial. Now, when I read the mangas, I usually try to read 2 translations. We both have 2 different translations, because, one person says to eat the elephant, one's the midnight elephant, and another one says the night elephant. But one thing we both can say is Guy Sensei Death Gate is definitely a beast.
Honestly, right now, I would love to have seen Itachi and Guy Sensei go at it. Like, he went from, okay, yeah, he's a good fighter, but nowhere near the Kage level, to what the fuck is a Hokage?
Well, I think it would be totally different when it comes down to Itachi. I mean, personally, I think that, Guy Sensei might be much faster than Itachi can use his eyes, and I think that's a big deal between Madara and Guy Sensei. Madara is not using his eyes. He's having respect. They're going fisticuffs. I think if it was eye ability, a totally different fight.
But then again, he is using his Tensei Jinchuriki abilities too, though.
Yeah, but no eye ability.
I'm just saying, so, I mean, he is using ability, that's all I'm saying. So
yeah, like Guy Sensei is using the Kage ability.
And Madara's using Tensei Jinchuriki ability.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he was using it. He don't have those balls anymore.
And he might have blew his load already.
And one thing we know, he's not using the eye, the eye at all. The Rinnegan or the Sharingan, even though he only has one. But what do you think is going to happen in the next chapter, in Naruto 672?
Honestly, I think they're going to get back to the Guy Sensei Madara fight. I think that's going to play its part. And then in the end, like always, Sasuke and Naruto going to come out. They're going to have a big bulge in their pants for their new ability and new uniforms and everything like that. And they say, hey, Madara, you want to fight, right? and then it's gonna cut off. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I don't know. I think that we're going to get to the Madara and Guy Sensei fight, and Guy Sensei is either going to die or someone's going to intervene and end up saving him. But I do feel like at the end, Madara is going to get healed. He's going to get a buff. He's going to get an upgrade. Something. He's going to get that second eye. Something. Now, one thing Madara said earlier in the chapter, not this chapter, but earlier in the chapters, that he's been working on a new eye, and I don't think a lot of people remember that. And he said it might reject him. So, with Naruto and Sasuke coming in with a buff, we know Madara is going to have to get either healed or get some other upgrade.
Now, what I think will be what he don't want to do is if some way he needs the Bakugan, the Hinata and Neji eye to go ahead and be complete, and he go ahead and absorbs Hinata. That's what he doesn't want to do. I doubt that's something that's going to happen, but if he does, Naruto known for skipping levels like Vegeta. I think Madara he'll get more than he bargained for with that.
I don't think the Bakugan Eye is going to play any initiative play into the chapter anymore. I think it's most likely going to be the internal Tsukiyomi Eye and the Rinnegan. Probably a new high level Sharingan somewhere in there. But I think the Bakugan was more for this story purposes. Just to say, hey, it's still there. It still has power.
It's a thing.
Yeah. So that's all we have for you today. I'm Uzumaki Hado.
My name's Cosmic.
And I appreciate you listening to our manga review. Thank you and have a great day. Please subscribe, rate, and comment.